8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello everybody. Welcome to the Granite King channel. We're finally doing a Seattle Sounders live watch along. It's been well over a year at this point. So happy to be here with everybody tonight. Should be a cracker of a game, if I do say so myself. Probably, maybe not. It won't be that much goal scoring from the Sounders if I had to take a guess. Just based on the recent run of form. The fact that they have the second least goals scored among the run of play. Offense is as dry as the Sahara Desert on the Seattle Sounders, but I digress from that. Welcome everybody. Let's do our spiel before they kick off here. They're just about to kick off. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner, on the road to 190 on the channel, which is absolutely insane. I didn't think it'd get to that point, get that far, which is incredible. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up. If you are curious to the other content we do on here, we do gaming streams, we do watch-alongs like this, if it works out. This is the stars aligned today. Didn't have to work today. Didn't have to do anything else. The stars aligned where we could watch the Sounders together. Our favorite, by far my favorite soccer team. Been following them since I was in 9th grade. 2014. Back in the Clint Dempsey era. Love it. Just making sure I get the clock ready, because the clock is the most important thing. Because I want to make sure everyone can sync the stream up and everything. Beautiful Columbus. We're waiting. Now we're off. Underway in Columbus. Sounders and Columbus Crew. The old guard versus the new guard. Seattle Sounders, you know, we won MLS Cup in 2016, 2019. Made, 3 MLS Cup appearances in 4 years. Now, we're not even close to that point, I would say. We are a team that's run it back year after year after year. Haven't made any additional signings and expecting to get better. Obviously, all the other teams in MLS have made signings. They've been ambitious. Messi, Luis Suarez, Claude Giroux. Not Claude Giroux. He's on the Flyers for Philadelphia. Or he's on Ottawa now. That's a hockey player. Giroux, Olivier Giroux from France. LAFC. You know, all these guys. Every team has made a splash in the transfer market, except for the Seattle Sounders. We do have Pedro de la Vega, which I am excited for, but he just hasn't done much this season. He's been injured so much. We really haven't seen Pedro be Pedro and do his thing. And unfortunately, I feel like with Pedro, we're seeing he's trying to force it. He's trying to be everything at once and trying to force, being a good player, but which doesn't work. You can't do that if you're Pedro. Take your time, Pedro. No rush. And I just feel like sometimes when he's on the pitch, he just tries to do too much for us. And but yeah, here's Pedro. Good 1-2 with Vargas. We'll get to starting lineups here shortly. We will get to stats here once those start to roll in. Let me see if they have. Make sure you do follow me on the Twitter, everybody. @GrantAkeem is the Twitter. @Grant_Akeem is the Instagram and Tickety Talk. Also, if you didn't know, I have a health and wellness podcast called the Moksha Mindset. It is right here, sponsoring the stream today. How generous of the Moksha Mindset podcast to sponsor us today. Very generous of them. I had to beg the team over there, but they sponsored us today. Very grateful. But yeah, they're sponsoring it. Check it out. My first episode is going to come out. I still have to record it and do editing for it, so I would say early next week is when you should see that coming out. But just stay tuned to my socials and we'll see. Stats, we should get stats. Please work. Yes, let me scroll up here. If I can. Scroll. There we go. It's not perfect. I did do some last minute cropping there, but there you go. There are your stats. For you stat nerds out there. And then lineups. We will start with the visiting Seattle Sounders. Let's do this. Also, I got new headphones, everybody. I've been begging on the channel for new headphones. We finally got it. I'm so excited. Very hyped to do it. To trial them out today. Way more comfier, too. They're like the Bose ones. It's like having marshmallows on your earlobes. It's fantastic. Here we go. Starting lineups for your and my Seattle Sounders. Please work. Yes. We have Jordan Morris up top. Paul Rothrock. Rusnak, De La Vega. Christian Roldan. Josh Atencio. Reed Baker-Whiting, Jackson Reagan, Neymar, Alex Roldan, and then Andrew Thomas, who is, of course, in for the injured Stefan Fry. He got kicked in the head against Portland. Screw you, Portland. I'm just kidding. No, screw you, Portland, but the incident was totally coincidental. I have nothing wrong with it, but sad that Steph is out. But Andrew Thomas, great keeper. He's doing great things. Corner kick for Columbus, headed away for Seattle. Y'all can see this, right? There we go. Columbus starting lineup. Romero, Herrera, Camacho, Darlington, Nagby, ex-Portland Timber. Boo, we don't like that. Chambos, Diego Rossi from LAFC. AZ, Matan, Chberko, Zwadsky. Sorry if I butcher these. And then Arfston. There you go. Lineups for Columbus. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Columbus Crew. Other than we rarely play Columbus, Seattle. Like the last time I think we played Columbus, was it the MLS Cup final, or did we make another trip out there a couple years ago? I don't have many memories against Columbus at all. Not many. I remember watching the MLS Cup final. What was that, 2020? COVID year, and terrible performance. Caleb Porter, I remember he was coaching Columbus at the time, and we just got shellacked. Absolutely shellacked. So, we'll see how the Sounders do today. I'm not expecting much. You can get your score predictions in the chat if you would like. Also, I put a poll in the chat, so let me know who you think is going to win. Columbus, Seattle, or draw. Like I said at the start of the stream, the major issue with our boys, the Sounders, this year is lack of production in the goal-scoring department. We don't have a striker. I can confidently tell you that. The Sounders do not have a striker. Jordan Morris being a striker on this team, I think, is stupid. Like, yeah, he had a good run of form against like Dallas and New England, Chicago. Those teams, the dwellers of MLS, if you want to say it, they're in the cellar, they're in the basement, they're the crap teams. But when you look at goal production between Morris and Rusnak against playoff teams, I think they've had like 3 goals all season. And he's not a goal scorer, Jordan Morris. Like, he can score, but he's not like a poacher like Rui Diaz was in his prime. Like, this team needs a striker, and we just don't have it. And having Morris as a striker it's dumb, because it's a one-trick pony. The only thing Jordan Morris really has in his back pocket is his speed. And if we launch a ball over the top, we can expose the back line with defense, but that's it. There's really nothing else we can do. We're not very lethal. I also feel like when we're in the final third, all we do is chuck a ball in the box and just hope for the best. There's really no strategy to our offense. And so it's very frustrating. It's been very frustrating as a Sounders fan this season. But like I said, we had a nice run of form. We had some good performances in Leagues Cup when we played Necaxa, the final group stage game. That was first like 25 minutes. We were just all over them. Like a cat on a mouse. All over them. Dominant performance. Necaxa couldn't do anything. And then, Pedro scores to make it 2-0. goal gets called back, and then it goes south from there. And then the Pumas game, I was impressed when we beat Pumas as well. I wasn't really expecting that to be I was kind of expecting us to lose, to be honest. I didn't think we'd beat Pumas, but 3-0 win again. Incredible. And then you play LAFC, and then that's what happens. They're too good. We play LAFC in US Open Cup, lose, and it's terrible. So all we have left this season is MLS, all because of LAFC. Speaking of LAFC, Rossi taking the corner kick, headed away, and it'll be a foul on Columbus. Columbus in the nice black and yellow jerseys, reminiscent of Dortmund's alternates. Love Dortmund. If you are new to the channel, you don't know. If you've been with me for a while, you know that we do Bundesliga watch-alongs because I love German football. Love Dortmund and Bayern. Don't hate me for that. I have reasons. I have my reasons. I like players on both teams. Nothing wrong with liking rivals. I don't care. But yeah, we'll try and do more Bundesliga games. I was gonna do a Bundesliga game this weekend, but obviously it's international break, so unable to, of course. But hopefully next weekend, maybe a Sunday, next weekend Sunday, we should be able to do a Bundesliga game, get back into the swing of things. But I thought this weekend I would, just go live, see if there's any fellow Sounders fans out there, because I'd be watching this game anyways. And it's nice for me, therapy for me as a Sounders fan, to vent out my feelings to the public and see what you think about this team, because I'm not entirely thrilled with the Seattle Sounders this year. Let me know what you think about that if you're a Sounders fan. If you think we should get rid of a lot of the core players and kind of move on. Should we keep the core? Should we get rid of it and add more players? I think we all agree we should. Should Brian keep his job? Brian Schmetzer, or should we let him go? Lots of different scenarios here. And I apologize, Angus, on my screen. Angus says, "Hey Grant, how you doing? My prediction is 2-1 Crew, and I'm watching New England versus St. Louis." On my screen, Angus, my live chat is blocked, so I apologize, I can't see that. I didn't see that in time. But what is up, Angus? Hope we're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a great weekend. It is Saturday. If you're in America, college football was on today. I'm not a huge college football fan. I watched Northern Illinois play Notre Dame. And oh my goodness me, Northern Illinois, massive upset at Notre Dame. Their first top 10 victory over a top 10 opponent in program history. Absolutely incredible. And I just give props to Northern Illinois. I actually played Northern Illinois when I was in school in Chicago for hockey. So I remember traveling to their campus, very beautiful campus in DeKalb, Illinois. It's kind of a suburb of Chicago. It's pretty far north, but very beautiful campus. Love the players on the team. Very respectful, polite after the game and everything. So nothing but love for Northern Illinois. Glad they could get the dub today. Well, while I do this, let me get a tweet out saying that we're live here, because I'm very bad at tweeting. Still scoreless here in Columbus, 0-0. You haven't missed much if you're just tuning in. Nothing really is going on. Probably be easier if I just did it on my computer. I'm going to use my phone for the live chat. I'll use my phone for the live chat because for whatever reason it's not showing up on my... There we go. Sick. Okay, live chat on the phone. So, cause no, I know the reason why I can't see it is because of my polls blocking it. But yeah, let's get a tweet out. Oh, here's Morris down the right wing. Here's Jordan. Cross. Ooh, great play by Columbus. That ball had eyes for Albert Rusnak, but a great defensive play for Columbus. But that is a great play by Morris. See, I think Morris, he's way better. His primary position is being a winger. Being able to beat defensemen on the wing, put a nice ball in for, you know, Rui Diaz or for a striker or Rusnak's in the box. That's where he should be playing. He should not be a number 9 up top solo. That is just not his forte at all. By the way, I should mention, if you see me like bobbling all over the place, I am standing on a balance board just to, you know, work on my balance and everything. So if I fall over and slip on my ass, that is why. I'm balancing on a balance board. Work from home setup. I always like to do this, stand and balance on a balance board while I do a school or work or whatever. Here we go. We're still pumping out a tweet here. But also let me know who you think has the best chance of winning MLS Cup this year. Definitely not the Sounders. The only way I could see the Sounders getting there, because they're a great Cup team. They're a great Cup team. So like if they'll get in the playoffs for sure. But if they can win games like 1-0 or, you know, get it to a penalty shootout, you know, I could see them making a run. But like I said, second least goals scored in the run of play in MLS. Not conducive for success if you want to win games, especially against the top dogs. LAFC, Columbus, LA Galaxies, like those teams. Like, you're not going to beat those teams with the players we got now. But yeah, if I had to make a prediction, I'm going to go for Rusnak for Morris. Romero's going to grab it, the keeper for Columbus. Abraham Romero's first start for Columbus. Traded from LAFC on August 14th. There you go. Hopefully we can expose this new goalkeeper. We'll see. We'll see. Also, I need to grab my water because I am thirsty as a motherfucker. Is it strange I can't connect? Walk around to where we kept the box of wine. Whoa. Balancing. You guys should try out the balance board. I like it. Get an exercise and work all in one. There we go. Oh. There we go. But yeah, if I had to answer my question, I go LAFC. I just don't see I don't see anyone else beating LAFC. Olivier Giroud, Denny Bawanga. They got the Tottenham Hotspur keeper. I'm blanking on his name. Lloris. Ridiculous. It just, they're too good. Too good. They'll probably do the double. Get the US Open Cup and then MLS Cup. Another corner for Columbus. Third of the night. We've done pretty good defensively. I honestly haven't been paying a whole lot of attention because I've been doing behind the scenes stuff, but big corner for Columbus. They go short. I hate when they go short. I think it's the dumbest strategy ever. At least when the Sounders do it. When the Sounders go short, it never works. Attaboy Pedro. Look at Pedro. Earns a throw-in. Good job for Pedro. Brian loves it. I wouldn't say I'm Brian Schmetzer out. I wouldn't say that. I would have said that at the start of the season when we just couldn't buy a win. I was definitely Brian out. But I think he's a good coach. At this point, he was a fantastic coach, you know, on our runs to MLS Cups and CONCACAF Champions Leagues and all that jazz. But I think, you know, every coach, no matter how good you are, has an expiration date. And I think Brian Schmetzer's expiration date is past due. And I think it's time for him to move on. And we got to get a new voice in the room. I think it's time. I wouldn't mind if he stays. It's just that we need... I think the core problem with Seattle is lack of signings and lack of ambition in the front office. That is the major issue. Because it's the same team. It's the same team plus, like, Tacoma Defiance. That's our team. There isn't a lot of outside help. I hope Pedro pans out to be a great player. If Pedro can pan out, then that'd be amazing. But we need a striker. We need a striker like Raul. And we still have Raul. And he's just not the same. Like, he's a glorified substitute at this point. He makes the most money on the roster, yet he doesn't play at all. He gets subbed on in, like, the 80th minute when we're down a goal. He doesn't do anything. It's just a waste of money, complete waste of money. So I am happy to hear that he will not be returning next year. That will greatly help the financial situation. And we just need to get a ruthless striker again. Like, I remember when we played Pumas in the CONCACAF Champions League final. That was 2022. I heard talks that, like, we might be in on that Juan Dineno guy, who was the striker for Pumas. Shot goes way wide for Columbus. Goal kick. I was like, I'm all in. I'm all in for that. Juan Dineno, someone like of that caliber, get him in. Get him in. But Raul was great for us. Fantastic. He was a poacher. Now he's old and gets injured all the time. He's actually out injured, I believe, today. At least that's what my boy Jeremiah O'Shan said. Shout out to Jeremiah. Big fan. He's like a beat reporter for the Sounders. Give him a follow. And if anybody's curious, I can share the story about how I became a Sounders fan, because I am from Minnesota, and I know it's kind of an interesting, unique story. I could share that later. But yeah, here are the Sounders' injuries. So like I said, Stefan Fry's out. Nuhu's out, which is very unfortunate. João Paulo's out, which blows. Like, João Paulo and Rusnak are very essential to our team in the midfield. Especially JP, is when he's out. That is a recipe for disaster. Rui Diaz is out, and then Obed Vargas is out as well. Vargas and Nuhu, according to the Sounders, are not due to injury. But Nico Moreno just tweeted out that Nuhu came off the field in the 22nd minute of today's game with Cameroon, and it looks like there was an injury. I can actually show you guys this. There's Nuhu. Looks like he hurt himself today. Yeah, that doesn't look good, does it? Hopefully it's minor, but a thigh injury. Sprinting back on defense, and the publications are calling it a thigh injury, so that blows for Sounder fans. That blows. But look, at the end of the day, this season, we had chances. We had a glorious chance for a U.S. Open Cup. We could have made big signings this summer. Greg Weibel said no. I thought his press conference that Greg Weibel did was absolutely laughable when he was like, oh, this was the hardest transfer window of my life. I just did so much work. I couldn't believe it. It was so stressful. He did nothing. He sat on his ass and did nothing. And look, I'm not trying to say he sat on his ass and did nothing. Maybe he did make calls. I'm sure he did make calls and do his due diligence as a GM and whatever. But I think it's laughable to say, oh, I did so much work this transfer window when he made no signings. Stupid. I totally forgot about this. Let's watch this corner. Fourth corner in the night for Columbus. Headed away by Yamar. Nice job. God bless Yamar and Jackson Reagan. We'd be lost without them. Alright, let's keep the cap off. Ooh, shot. Not even close. Closer to Egypt than the actual net. But yeah, I totally forgot. So the Sounders, if you didn't know, we are in the CONCACAF, what's it called? The FIFA Club World Cup. FIFA Club World Cup. International tournament. Top teams from all the regions in the world play in a World Cup style tournament to see who is the best team in the world. I know like Real Madrid have won it, Man City's won it, I think Bayern Munich has won it a bunch. And the reason why the Sounders are in it, we're the United States representative because we won CONCACAF Champions League in the old format back in 2022, so we're the U.S. representative. And it's crazy to me that we haven't made any signings the past 3 summer transfer windows. We're the first team in MLS history to ever do that. No signings in the last 3 summer transfer windows. I'm not making this up. We have not done anything. Pippity squawk, pipsqueak, nothing. And we have this FIFA Club World Cup coming up next year. And it's like, are we gonna... We better make some signings in the winter, because otherwise we're gonna get shellacked. If you think we're even gonna sniff winning a game, let alone scoring a goal in the FIFA Club World Cup, you need to make signings. Like, I think you're crazy if you think this team is gonna do anything in the FIFA Club World Cup. This team can't do anything unless we're playing the cellar dwellers in MLS. This team can't do anything against the good teams. So, Greg Weibel, if you are watching, or someone clip this and send this to Greg Weibel, you need to make signings in the next transfer window for this FIFA Club World Cup. If you do not, I'm going to be a very, very unhappy customer with this team, and we're going to get shellacked against any team. We'll get shellacked against the teams from, like, the smaller teams around the world. It's going to be bad if we don't do anything. But what I would have done, I would have made signings in, the past couple seasons to build some squad chemistry, build, some team morale with the new players. So hopefully by 2025, we have a team that can compete in that tournament. Because if I'm the Sounders, I'd want to win it, try and win it at least, right? You logically would think that's what we want to do. But Greg Weibel might have other plans. Maybe he's just in it for the money. But, I mean, if you win it, you get prize money, so you think we would try and do something, but not the case. So I'm very hopeful that in this offseason we'll do something. But yeah, that's my rant on the FIFA Club World Cup. Let me know if you're a Sounders fan or any thoughts you have on that. Like, this team has a major problem. Like, what you're seeing right now is like the only way we can win games is keep it 0-0, keep it low scoring. One thing I will applaud about this team is we have great defense. Our defense is pretty good, unless we're playing LAFC. One ball over the top and we're done for against LAFC. But everyone else, we seem to have, we can hold our own. All it takes, though, is one mistake by our defense, and it's kind of game over. I remember the last weekend, the Portland game, and just didn't do much offensively. One mistake. And, we're down a goal, and that was it. I knew once Portland scored in the second half, it was over. This game has very similar vibes to that Portland game where we haven't done a whole lot. We've had some half chances, some half passes from Morris, trying to find Rusnak. Some balls, chucked in the box. Not many. We've had no shots at all so far. No shots on target. Very reminiscent of last week's game. So I don't know the strategy for Schmetzer today. I don't know if we're going to bunker and counter or what. Another thing that annoys me about Brian Schmetzer is that he doesn't change tactics. Like, you think, we get shellacked by LAFC 3-0. And then he uses the same lineup for the U.S. Open Cup match. And it's like, what are you doing, Brian? The only change we made was we put Andrew Thomas in net. And it's the lack of, trying new things, the lack of his ability to try new things is what really angers me about Brian Schmetzer. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I think the season's already done from a Sounders perspective. I don't have high hopes for winning MLS Cup, and this is mainly just for fun at this point. I really don't see this team doing anything in the playoffs when we make it. And I shouldn't really say that it's a given. If we have a bad 4-game stretch, I think we're going to be scraping for the last spots. We're going to be scraping. So we got to keep up the run of form. We've been playing great against the Dallases and the New Englands, against the lesser teams, the Austins. So we just got to keep beating those teams, and we should, make it in the playoffs. But if you want to get a home playoff game, I think that's going to be very difficult. Because let me look. What's our upcoming schedule? If anybody knows, let me know. Oh, there we go. I got my live chat back. Fan Dabby Doozle. That was annoying. There we go. So I can close my phone. Save some battery. Oh! J-Mo! Oh! J-Mo! J-Mo! No! No! That sums up our offense for the Sounders. Sums up the Sounders offense this season. We'll talk about Paul Rothrock in a moment, but great pass by Paul on a platter for Jordan Morris. All he has to do is tap it in the back of the net. Hits it wide. Oh... That's why this team needs a striker. We need a goal scorer on this team ASAP. Whoa. Oh, gotta worry about the headphone. We need a goal scorer on this team. Jordan Morris he's not it. He's not a number 9. He's not a striker. Case in point right there. I've seen that time and time again from him this season. He's not a goal scorer. That's not his it's not his best ability. That's not his best ability. You put prime Raul in that situation, we're up 1-0 in this game. Right? Like, that's what we need. We need someone in their prime, a striker, put the ball in the back of the net. That's it. But, I mean, JMO's got to score that. He is good enough where he needs to score that goal. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's frustrating. Well, that gives me a sign of life, though. That gives me signs of life that we can score in this game. Watch Columbus in 2 seconds score a goal here. I'm going to be so sad if they do. They can't. They can't do it to me. Tell you what, having to hold this and drink while balancing on the balance board is insane. It's difficult. Tell you what, if you're at home and you're a fan and love watching sports, get off your ass, get off the couch, stand up, get a balance board, and just balance and watch the game. I think it's great. Work on your leg, calf muscles, leg muscles, your core, your back muscles, like low back. If you have low back pain, get a balance board. Fantastic. 35th minute, still scoreless. The best chance has been from the Sounders, I would say. That Jordan Morris chance. Open net, shanked it wide. Here's Pedro. Can Paul get there? He cannot. What a great story Paul Rothrock has been. Like, this season for the Sounders will be probably not remembered a whole lot, but the one thing that we will remember from the Seattle Sounders this season is Paul Rothrock. The story of Paul Rothrock, the kid, out of college. I think he played at Notre Dame, was with Toronto, couldn't make it with Toronto, came back to Seattle. He's from Seattle. I forget what neighborhood. If someone watching knows, let me know. But a Seattle kid, Seattle boy, goes to the Sounders, works his way up from Tacoma, makes this team this season, and oh my gosh, he's just a breath of fresh air on this team. He's a dog. That's a guy, he's a dog, fights for every inch on the pitch. You're getting 100% from Paul Rothrock. Another cross just wide of Pedro. But just a fantastic player. Love the effort. Like, he's not the best player skill-wise, obviously. But he gives it 110% no matter what. We could be down 5-0 in this game. You're still going to get the same Paul Rothrock as if it was 0-0 or we were up a goal. Like, he's that kind of player. And love it. So 2024 Seattle Sounders, I think the story of the season will be Paul Rothrock. He is the story. He is the man. My gosh. The Columbus Crew, did they put helium in these soccer balls today? Every shot has been a moonshot. Not even close. Oh, wow. So apparently Columbus's bench is very short today. They've had to call up the Crew 2 team. What's it called now? MLS Next, whatever the hell they call it now. Had to call up the backups. Wow, what does our bench look like? I totally forgot to look at our bench. Ooh, look out. Good job. Good job. I believe that was Vargas defensively. I'm impressed. Good spin by Pedro. He's got Paul out wide. Here is Paul. Ooh, a good save by Ramirez. Romero, excuse me. Great save by Romero. Paul Rothrock just said, fuck it, I'm going to go for it. And great save by Romero. Good. I think that's our first shot of the night on net. Good for us. Hey, Columbus doesn't have a shot on net. They don't even have one. Yeah, so Sounders bench. We have Castro, Nathan, Bell, Leyva, Kitahara, Tevez, Liao Chu. I'll touch on Liao Chu in a minute here. Minanungo. We'll touch on him as well. Masovsky. Here's Columbus in the box. Give credit to our back line. We've done really well tonight defending Columbus. They're a high-scoring team. Here's Matan. Back heel. Good block by... Who blocked that? Atencio. Atencio blocked it. Great block. Corner for Columbus. 5th of the night. 6th of the night. 6th of the night for Columbus. They go short again. Darlington Nagby. Shot. Again. Again. Stop putting helium in the balls, Columbus. Jesus Christ. Everything's going 10 feet above the bar. Oh, but I appreciate everybody tuning in. We have a poll in the chat. Who do you think is going to win? Let's take a look at the poll. I can't believe it's already been 40 minutes. It's flown by. Here's Pedro de la Vega. Out wide for Paul. Leaves it for Albert. He's got Pedro. He's got Paul. Paul's cross gets blocked. And it'll be a quarter kick for the Sounders. Oh. Got a new phone as well, so I'm getting used to it. Oh, interesting. Here comes the corner. I appreciate the stat here. So apparently the Sounders have the most corners out of any MLS team. Fascinating. Now, it makes sense, because all we do is chuck crosses in the box, and then the defense for the other team just knock it out for corner kicks. That makes perfect sense. Oh! It's got to be a foul. Or offsides. Offsides on Seattle. Here we go. Poll. 90% of people said Columbus. 10% said Seattle. Nobody said draw, which is very shocking. I never made a prediction, did I? I kept getting interrupted. Well, based on what I've seen, before this game, I would have said like 2-0 Columbus. Based on what I've seen now, I think it's going to be a scoreless... I think it's going to be a scoreless draw. A boring scoreless draw. I think Brian would love to take a point on the road in Columbus. Very difficult place to win games for the road team. I think they'd be happy with a draw. I can show you the MLS standings here. Tell you what, the Cavs are burning. The Cavs are burning, man. This is East. I want Western Conference. Here we go. We're in the 43rd minute. Still Columbus, another cross. Good job, good defense. It feels like Columbus is they're having troubles in the final third. It's like I'm watching the Sounders in the final third. They just can't seem to get anything to go. Shots are going to miles over the crossbar. All they're doing is whipping hopeless crosses in, and we're dealing with it easily. So I think Columbus offensively is a bit frustrated here. Kudos to us. But yeah, let's get you the standings here. Hopefully this works. This is the Western Conference standings. Kind of hard to see, but I can let you know. So we got LA first, 52. LAFC second with 47. Real Salt Lake in third with 47. Colorado in fourth with 44. And these are live standings, by the way. These are currently live. Vancouver in fifth with 41. We jumped Portland because right now, 1 point for a draw. Since it's still scoreless. Sixth with 41. Portland in seventh with 40. Houston in eighth with 40. Whoa! Huge collision between Romero, Jordan Morris, and another Columbus Crew defender. Let's take a look at what happened here. I did not see this. There is no backup goalkeeper for Columbus due to the limited availability that they had. So if Romero can't continue in this game, Columbus is going to need a field player to be a goalie for the rest of the game. That could happen. Ball over the top for Jordan Morris, and he just runs right into Romero. I think Morris got the worst of it. Yeah, Morris definitely got the worst of it. Romero smacked his back of his head onto the pitch when he fell. Hopefully Jordan's okay. If Jordan's hurt, then I think the season's lost. Season's lost then if Morris is gone. As much as I don't want to bash Morris because I love Jordan. He's not a striker. But he's better than nothing, obviously. If Morris can't continue, that would be a big blow to this team. But yeah, major situation with Columbus. If the Romero can't continue for Columbus, then they're going to have a field player be the goalkeeper. Very rare. I remember this happened. This actually happened when the Sounders. We were playing... Oh, man, we were playing San Jose. The Earthquakes in San Jose. The keeper got hurt, and then they had to have a field player come in. Or no, it was us. It was us. Alex Roldan was the keeper, right? Any Sounders fans watching? It was Alex Roldan. He had to step in, and he was the keeper. Whoa, I almost fell. I told you I was almost going to fall. Alex Roldan was the keeper for like 10, 15 minutes at the end of a game. That did happen. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, Romero for Columbus just was shown a red card. A red card was shown for Romero. Not only is Columbus going to be down to keeper, they're going to be down to 10 men. I think that's ridiculous. Hopefully VAR takes a look at that. I think that's a joke. What are they on about giving Romero a red card? What are they on about? I didn't think that was a foul at all. Well, this is going to be a long first half because we're going to have lots of stoppage time. We're already at 47 minutes. That is bonkers. I didn't think that was a foul at all. What? That is unbelievable. So, I need to see another replay because I didn't think this was a foul at all. I mean, it looks like they're going to keep it as is. So Columbus will be down to 10 men. They're going to have to dress a field player as a goalie. And what a turn of events for the Seattle Sounders. Jordan Morris is okay. You got to win this game if you're Seattle now. You got to go for 3 points. Not only are they down 10 men, they have a field player in as a keeper now. You got to win this game if you're Brian Schmetzer. Got to win this game. No excuses. That is crazy, man. They're not showing a replay. There's no way that is a red card. I'm sorry. I feel bad for my fellow Columbus fans if you're watching right now. That is a disgrace decision, I think. That is terrible. I don't know what they're on tonight. Oh yeah, I remember Schlegel in the playoffs for Orlando. Schlegel came up huge. Sean Zawatsky is gonna come in and be the goalkeeper for Columbus Crew here. The crowd is loving it in Columbus, and as they should. I'm just confused. I'm completely confused. What is going on? Yeah, if you're the Sounders, shoot, shoot, shoot. That's the key word. Shoot from wherever. Everything's got to be on net. Everything's on net. Make this guy make saves. Wow, 5 goals from free kicks this season for us, which is second most in MLS. We have Albert Rusnak and Chris. Albert's got to take this. I wish we had Nico Ladero, because this would probably be a goal if Nico was up here, but Rusnak is going to take it. Here we go. In the 51st minute of the first half, Albert Rusnak. Shot! It's in! It's in for Seattle! Albert Rusnak. And it's 1-0 Seattle. Oh my goodness me. Well, Columbus, condolences for Columbus. I think you've got absolutely done up the ass by the referees. What a disgrace. But as a Sounders fan, we'll take it. That's a huge goal for Seattle. Massive. I'm a bit speechless about what's transpired here. Brian, BRX, Brian, I'm going to call you Brian. A player is goalkeeper is crazy. I know. I've only seen it happen one other time when Alex Roldan for Seattle. He had to be the goalkeeper against San Jose a few years ago. But that is unfortunate. If you're just tuning in, everybody, what has transpired here? The Columbus Crew, the goalkeeper, basically, there's a 50-50 ball, right? He came out, right? He came out, 50-50 ball, ran into Jordan Morris. I thought it was just like coincidental contact, whatever. If you want to call foul, whatever, free kick, that's fine. Referee decides to give him a red card, so Romero sent off. And keep in mind, Columbus does not have a backup goalkeeper in their lineup at all. They don't have a backup goalkeeper. So not only did they have to dress a field player to be a goalie, they're down to 10 men for the rest of the game as well. Unbelievable. And that's it. That's all the added time we're getting. End of the first half. Brian says, but goalkeeper for 45 more minutes is crazy. It is crazy. I've not seen anything quite like this in my years of watching football or soccer. This is unprecedented. I need to see another look. I need to see a replay of the collision because I just thought it was a 50-50 ball. Romero had every right to go after that ball as well as Jordan Morris, and they just ran into each other. Like, I didn't think nothing malicious. It wasn't like on purpose. He wasn't no intent to injure. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it, but apparently the referee saw something different. But wow, let me stop the clock there. Unbelievable. Yeah, what a first half. It was pretty stale, I'll be honest, but that little moment there gave this game some juice. And I said, as soon as that happened, if you're the Sounders, Sounders fans out there, got to win this game. And thanks to Albert Rusnak, we're in prime position to close this game out in the second half here. Hopefully we can get it done. We should be able to get it done because Columbus is down to 10 men, but you never know with the Sounders. We have the ability to implode at any minute, at any given moment. So I wouldn't 100% count on the Sounders, holding out here. I could see Columbus getting a draw out of this. But wow, what a turn of events. Before we take a break, 'cause usually I take a break during the intermissions, I'm going to see if there's a look on Twitter I can get for you guys, because not only for myself, I feel like you guys need to see this as well, because I am just baffled. I am baffled. Let's see if I can find a clip here. But yeah, before we do take a break, if you are new, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner. I do my best to go live on the weekends for football games. Whether it's Bundesliga or we cover European soccer or MLS. I try my best if it works out with my work schedule. It did this weekend. I'm not finding any clips. We also do gaming streams on the channel as well. We're currently doing Hogwarts Legacy, which has been fun to play through for that. So if you're a Potterhead, check it out. Link in the video description. Or everything I do is on my YouTube homepage. We also do this. I have a series called like Grant and Chill. So if you want to hang out, I try and go live like 2 to 3 times during the week. Like after work or school, we chill out for a couple hours, play video games, NHL. There's this funny South Park game that I've been playing that's pretty cool. So feel free to hang out if you're able to. Still cannot find a clip. If anybody can find a clip, tweet at me right now, because I would love to see another look at it. I'm not seeing another clip of the incident online. Yeah, even the Sounders pundits are very shocked by this. Well, they're gonna show it here. They'll show it here on Apple TV. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Weird. Not seeing anything. I just gotta see this look. Well, yeah, Jordan Morris should have scored earlier in the game, so we should be up 2-0, but yeah, I just can't. Brian, if you're still watching, or if anybody's watching, like, I just think that's stupid. Why didn't VAR take a look at it and be like, no, this is wrong, ref, it shouldn't be a red, rescind the red? I don't know why VAR didn't step in and be like, what the fuck are you doing, referee? That's not a red card. Okay, here's the play. No way. I mean, it's outside the box, but I mean, come on. Come on, that's not a red. At most, I think at most, give him a yellow. That's not a red card. That is not a red card. But good for Albert Rusnak. Great for Albert Rusnak. I think the wall for Columbus was a bit off due to, you know, the goalkeeper not being a goalkeeper, but we'll take it. We'll take it. What a first half. Right. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, if you are new, subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. If you want to check out my health and wellness podcast that I've been doing. Are we back? We're back. It said reconnecting, so hopefully you're still with me here. Hopefully you're still with me. But yeah, Moksha Mindset's a health and wellness podcast. If that's your thing, check it out. It will be available in video format as well as audio format on Apple Podcasts. Only on Apple Podcasts. It's the same content either way. I just thought, you know, it might be nice to take it on the go with you on Apple Podcasts. If you're interested, links are in the video description for both the audio and video format. And we'll take a break here. I need to recollect my thoughts. That was a crazy ending to that half. And we'll be back for the start of the second half. We'll see you then, everybody. All right, we're back, everybody. Back for the start of the second half. Oh my goodness, that first half, the ending of it was controversial to say the least. We do have a substitution on for the Columbus Crew. Let me sure get that in for you. As a reminder, Columbus Crew, the goalkeeper for Romero, sent off. So they do have a field player in net for the Columbus Crew. So for Columbus Crew, Aziel Jackson is off and Dejuan Jones is on. That is the one substitution for the Crew. And yeah, I'm very it's shocking. It's very shocking right now. But that's where we are right now. It's 1-0 Seattle. Gotta love it. I do love it. This is a massive 3 points for the Sounders. We can get into the standings here shortly. Why is my hair doing that? This side. I don't know why. This one strand of hair is not cooperating today. That's okay. Here comes Columbus. That boy Yamar. Great job by Yamar. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right hand corner, on the road to 190 on the channel, which is incredible. Thank you to all of you legends watching. Very, very grateful for everybody who tunes in, whether it's watch-alongs or the gaming streams, the health and wellness podcast. Very, very grateful for all of you lovely people at home. You're the reason why I do this. You're the reason why this channel exists. You are the legends that keep this channel going. Love it. If you are interested, Moksha Mindset, check it out. The first main episode will get released in the next couple days here. Stay tuned to the socials. @GrantAkeem is the Twitter. @Grant_Akeem is the Instagram and Tickety Talk. If you want to get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All the links in the video description. But yeah, game plan for Seattle coming in. Try and nick a win. You would have taken a tie. You know, Columbus is a very difficult place to get 3 points. Based on the ending of that first half, you got to get 3 points. Down to 10 men. They got a goalie who's never played goalie in his entire life in net. Gotta get 3 points. And it looks like we're going to. I'd be shocked if Columbus were able to get a goal by us. Based on this half, the way it's starting, we're all over them. Possessing the ball. Columbus just looks like they're just trying to defend and counter. Be a throw-in for Seattle here, deep into the half of the Crew. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is so much fun. I was on the fence whether or not I should do a watch-along for this one, but I was like, I was going to be watching this game anyways, so might as well do it live and watch it with other people, and why not try something new? We haven't done an MLS game in over a year. I usually, because since the Sounders are my favorite team, I do like watching it like on my own, in my own time, you know? But, Atencio! It goes wide. It's fun. I forgot how fun it is to do these watch-alongs. So, we'll see if it works out with my schedule. We can definitely do more Sounders watch-alongs since they are my favorite team. I could talk about the Sounders for hours and hours and hours, so it's easy for me. But yeah, let's take a look at the standings here. We kind of got interrupted due to the craziness of that first half. Make sure I pull up the right thing. There we go. There we go. Looks nice. So yeah, updated standings here. With this win, the Sounders would jump up to 5th place. We started the day in 8th. They'll jump up to 5th place with 43 points. Only a point back of Colorado and 4 points back of LAFC. Or sorry, of Real Salt Lake, excuse me. 5 back of LAFC. All these teams around us have games in hand on us. Like Vancouver has 3 games in hand. Colorado, Salt Lake has a game in hand. LAFC has 2 games in hand. So we will be in 5th place for the night if things remain. But like I said, everyone has games in hand, and I'd expect us to drop after this weekend's over back to like 7th or so. But massive win. You got to keep pace, because let me pop this back up. It's just so tight in the West. Like, you have, I think it's LA Galaxy, LAFC. I think that's going to be your top 2. Maybe Real Salt Lake can jump out and challenge. But I just think LAFC is too dominant. LA Galaxy is too good. I just don't see Real Salt Lake being a top 2 team, but you never know. I'd suspect they will stay in 3rd. Colorado and downwards to Portland, I think, is a wash. Like, anyone, it's up for grabs. 4th place to 8th place is up for grabs. I think those will be the teams. It's just the seeding purposes and who gets home games is all you're fighting for at that point. Unless one of these teams goes on a crazy unbeaten run, I think that will be your 4th through 8th place teams. 9th place, I think it's basically, unless Minnesota really, really screws up, and they've been on a terrible run of form as of late. If Austin or a Dallas can get their act together, I could see them catching Minnesota and being that last final playoff team, but I would expect that would be a Minnesota. I don't see Austin doing anything. They're really bad. Dallas is really bad, so I do think in the West, this is your Western Conference picture. Oops. Wrong one. Let's get back. Got to see the glorious me. Here's Paul Rothrock. Great story this season for Seattle. Where is he from? Is he another Mercer Island kid? Because I know Jordan Morris is from there. Paul Rothrock. It says Seattle. He's from Lakeside. Okay. Yeah, I love... The one thing I do like about the Sounders, I mean... It is annoying that we don't sign lots of outside talent, but I am appreciative of the fact that they keep it local. We have so many guys that, played in the academy, they're from the area, went to high school in Seattle, grew up there. And I think that's really cool that we still keep that kind of connection to Seattle within the team. But, as the team grows and you're trying to be a global club and compete in FIFA Club World Cups, like, yeah, you got to sign international players that are of higher quality, especially for the FIFA Club World Cup. Oh, here's Christian. Our midfield tonight has been superb, I got to say. I think Christian's had a monster game. Albert's been great. Alex Roldan, I think, has been spectacular. But look out, here comes Columbus. That boy Atencio. He's done great as well, Josh. Atencio and Vargas. I think that is the future. They're very good. Got to keep them. They're fantastic players. De La Vega. De La Vega! Shoot it! Too much cutting. Too much cutting. He's trying to cut his celery there. You just got to take the shot, Pedro. Take that shot from distance. I thought he was going to line it up to be a top left. Aiming for the top left of the net there, but... bit indecisive. Just take the shot, Pedro. In a game like this, take the shot. Yeah, let's talk about substitutes for the Sounders. This is a very interesting game. Let me pull who we have on the bench. So as a reminder, we have Castro, Nathan, Jonathan Bell, Danny Leyva, Kitahara, Dylan Tevez, Liao Chu, Menungo, and Masovsky. If I'm Brian Schmetzer, and if I had to guess what he's going to do here, I think Menungo is going to come on for Pedro, just to make sure Pedro isn't going to hurt himself again. Because I think you got to keep Paul Rothrock on. He's a dog. Like, he a dog. He is a dog. He's a dog in both ways. Kid never gives up. So I think it's going to be Manungo for De La Vega. Because I tell you what, Manungo against Portland, no one on the Portland Timbers could get their hands on Manungo. So I think you got to get Manungo on this game. Have him be on the right wing where De La Vega is. Because I feel like De La Vega, he's had the good looks. He's, had good passes. But he just hasn't, he hasn't been noticeable today. Hasn't been noticeable in this game. So I think that'll be a sub. At some point, I would love to see Liao Chu get more minutes. I feel like he's been banished to the Annex. Liao Chu, that's an Office reference if you don't know. If you don't know what that reference means, you gotta watch The Office and start getting cultured. That's all I gotta say on that. Get cultured, watch The Office, great show. But I feel like Liao Chu just hasn't gotten the trust of Brian Schmetzer to the point where I'm like, why do we have Liao Chu? What's the point of having him if we're not using him? I think he's a great player. He has to work on his final third capabilities because it's lacking. I mean, a lot of these players can't do anything in the final third, but especially Liao Chu. Here's the substitutes for Brian Schmetzer, and I called it. Me and Brian Schmetzer, we're on the same wavelength. I remember being like 15 years old, and I predicted the substitutions that Brian Schmetzer was going to do. And same tonight. De La Vega off, and Manungo is going to come on. I love Manungo. We signed him from Tacoma. Excellent, like I said, last weekend against Portland. Even though we lost, I thought he was a bright spot in that game. He got subbed on kind of around the same time, actually, because Portland scored in the 58th minute last weekend, so it was around this time when he came on. I think it was closer to like the 70th minute or so. So he's going to get about 30 minutes tonight. Hopefully Manungo can impress. We got to get that second goal, though, because I do not like this game at 1-0. Got to get the second, the insurance. They got to get that progressive insurance, because right now we have like the cheap insurance. 1 goal lead, that's cheap insurance. I want the premium progressive insurance. 2-0 lead against Columbus, especially. And I believe progressive insurance is based in Columbus or in Ohio. So that was a perfect analogy for me to use. Manungo tried to get on the end of it. Great D by Columbus. We're in the 58th minute. As a reminder, Columbus down to 10 men. Romero, the goalkeeper, received the red card, so we have a field player in net for Columbus. Hasn't made a save. Rusnak scored on the free kick in the first half to close it out. And that's where we stand. So, but back in let me take a sip of water. I'm thirsty. Hydration is key, everybody. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Oh yeah, and there's my Borussia Dortmund sticker, so I'm a big Dortmund fan. Liao Chu. I think he's like a spark plug kind of player. Like, he does like these razzle dazzle moves on the pitch. He does he goes the extra mile to make a play happen, to continue the offense. But when it comes to his final third delivery on a cross or his ability to score, it's not there per se. Like, he has the speed, he has the agility. It's just putting the pieces together, and I don't know the future for Liao Chu on this team if he's not getting minutes at all from Brian Schmetzer. Like, we only play him in the beginning of Open Cup, and kind of if a game's 4-0, we'll put Liao Chu on for 10 minutes just to get minutes. Here's Jordan Morris, who's got space. Goes out wide for Paul. Trying to find Jordan! Jordan Morris makes it 2-0. I got him on my jersey. Let's go, Jordan. Excellent. 2-0. Progressive insurance acquired. It's 3 points for Seattle and Columbus. I feel bad for Columbus, but that's how the cookies crumble sometimes. Huge 3 points for the Sounders today. Much needed. Maintain our presence in the Western Conference in the mid-table. Hopefully we get a top 4. Get the top 4. No Champions League in MLS, obviously, but if you get in the top 4. But top 4 means you get a home playoff round, at least one, if not multiple, in the playoffs. So that's kind of what Seattle's hoping for this season. But great play by Paul Rothrock. A menace down the left wing. Jordan Morris made the overlap run. Toe pick in the back of the net. Makes up for his hideous miss in the first half. And that's what I love to see. 30 minutes to go. If I'm Brian Schmetzer, I'm licking my chops tonight because I did not think this was going to happen. I thought we were going to get... I've used this word a lot tonight. Shellacked. I thought we were going to get shellacked by Columbus tonight. But on the contrary, thanks to a boneheaded Pratt in pink on your screen there, if you're watching on TV with me, the 2-0 Seattle lead. Thank you to the pink Pratt, the referee. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what the soccer pundits have to say after this game, because I'm not a soccer expert, as you can tell. I'm just a fan. Looking back on it, give it a foul. Yellow card max, but I think a red card is bonkers. And apparently the referee wasn't going to give anything. Then they went to VAR, and then they gave the red card. So VAR gave him the red card, which is shocking. Very shocking decision. Turn this game on its head. I think if it was still scoreless after the first half and it was, 11-11, I would have given the edge to Columbus. But that goal by Rusnak just kind of put Columbus in their place. Very deflating. And that Jordan Morris goal, I think, just sealed it. And this has got to be a streak, because every time... I haven't done many Sounders Live Watchalongs on the channel, but every time I do a Sounders Live Watchalong, Jordan Morris scores. Every single goddamn time. Actually, I digress. We did the FIFA Club World Cup game against Al Ali when we got shut out, so I think that's the only time Jordan Morris didn't score. But every other game we've done, which is limited, I think we've only done like 3 or 4... Morris has scored, so I'm the good luck charm for him. Exactly. Doesn't matter how you get the 3 points. We'll take it. We'll take the calls. I don't care. I need 3 points in the back pocket. Thank you very much. What's our upcoming schedule? That's something I don't know. I can show you guys as well. We don't have many games left this season. We only have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more games after this game tonight in Columbus. Very sad. And then we're into the playoffs, hopefully. Crazy. I feel like this season went by very fast. The whole summer went by fast. I'm not sure what everyone at home thinks. I just feel like this summer blew by in, a minute. It felt like I got a month of summer, and then now it's already September and school year and everything. So crazy. Time flies. I feel like as a kid, summers lasted forever. As an adult, it doesn't matter because you're always working and whatever. So, but yeah, let me show you the upcoming Sounders schedule for all my Sounder fans out there watching. Hopefully you're celebrating with loved ones after this victorious... Well, I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but it looks like it's going to be a very victorious night for us. None of us were expecting, based on the live chat and the poll, none of you guys were expecting this, including myself. But here is the upcoming schedule for the Sounders. I can fix this to make it more centered for everybody. We got another substitution for the Columbus Crew. Who is that? Give me the name. Cambost is off, and then Ramirez is on. I believe that's an offensive substitution. I think Ramirez is a striker, so it looks like they're gonna have Rossi and Ramirez. Diego Rossi has been nothing tonight. He's done nothing. But here's the upcoming schedule. So we got on the 15th. Is that next weekend? Next Sunday. I should be available next Sunday. So we might be able to do a watch-along for this game. Sounders against Kansas City at Lumen. Oh, I like this. We got some home games coming up. Lumen, Seattle, Kansas City. Another home game, Seattle, San Jose. And then we have Houston. So KC, San Jose, Houston. Those are not playoff teams, right? KC, San Jose, Houston is a playoff team, but they're kind of on the lower end. So those got to be wins. Got to be wins for the Sounders. At home as well. Then you travel to Vancouver. Tough place to play against Vancouver. Cascadia Cup. I have no idea the standings for the Cascadia Cup. Someone at home can let me know. It's in. Another goal. Another goal for the Sounders. Another goal for my boy, Albert Rusnak. It looked like he just passed it in the back of the net. I feel bad for the goalkeeper, who's not a goalkeeper professionally for Columbus. He looks like he's just... This is the worst day of his life. It is 3-0 for Seattle. Terrible. Only the second time the Crew are going to lose at home. Yeah, Rusnak just took a shot, and the goalkeeper is just way off his line. Not off his line, but his angle is completely wrong. Albert recognized it and just passed it in bottom left corner. That's crazy. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. It's hard to celebrate. Ooh, VAR. VAR check for a possible interference call. Is it for Jordan? Yeah, so they're saying Jordan Morris interfered in an offside position, which could reverse the call. I don't think it's going to get overturned. It is a good goal, 3-0. If you're Seattle now, get Liao Chu on. Get Liao Chu, get Dylan Tevez on. Who else do I want? Get on Bell, give Reagan some rest, or Yamar. Put on Nathan, Masofsky for Jordan. Give guys some rest here. This game is settled. Get on the youth. Get on the guys who don't get minutes. That's what I would do if I'm Brian Schmetzer. I hope we see Liao Chu, because I am a Liao Chu fan. He's kind of a cult following, apparently, because he doesn't get many minutes, but hopefully we see Liao Chu. Okay, back to our schedule talk. That's the standings, or that's the lineup. So yeah, Kansas City's got to be a win at home. San Jose's got to be a win at home. Houston's got to be a win at home, even though they're better than San Jose or KC. Then you go to Vancouver on the road at BC Place. I love BC Place. I actually visited BC Place. Went to a Coldplay concert a year ago. Can't believe that's already been a year. Beautiful stadium. I'd love to go see the Whitecaps play someday. My goal as a Sounders fan, because I've only seen them in person like 3 times, I want to say, in my entire life. Once in Seattle, then 2 when Minnesota became a team here. I would love to see the Sounders play Portland in Portland and then in Vancouver. And then I would love to see the Sounders play a Portland or Vancouver at Lumen, so I can get that home and away experience of playing a rival. Oh, it's in! Oh my gosh. Put in the towel for Columbus. This is just sad at this point. It is sad at this point. It is 4-0 for Seattle. Wow. A team that had the second They were the second least team. I butchered that. In terms of scoring goals in open play, the Sounders were ranked second to last coming into tonight. They put a 4 spot on Columbus due to the referee. Albert Rusnak with the hat trick. Unbelievable. I feel for Columbus. This is terrible. They got to put in the towel. He's got to forfeit at this point. But yeah, all because of that referee decision. I'm convinced none of this would have happened if it wasn't for that decision. It's too bad. It's too bad. But we'll take it. Pad the stats for the Sounders. Why not? 4-0. I can't remember the last time I watched a Sounders game and we beat a team 4-0. When's the last time that's happened? Someone get on the stat book to look that up. This is crazy. But this will be a fun game to talk about with your friends. Oh my gosh. Menungo shot goes wide for Paul. It'll be a goal kick. Man, I'm shocked we're still going for it. Where's the respect at 4-0? I'm like, just pass it around. We don't need more goals. We don't need more goals tonight. Just pass it about. Oh my goodness me. I keep getting interrupted on my schedule talk. We are playing Vancouver in BC Place. I think you gotta get... I'd be fine with the draw. Vancouver is very good this year. Rothrock shot goes wide. Vancouver, are they in 5th place? 6th place currently. Yeah, so they're a team that like, you should beat, but since it's like a derby game, you know, as the English say, a derby game, emotions will be high. If you can get a draw on the road and at BC Place, I'd be mighty fine with that. I'm not expecting 3 points from that. Another corner comes in. Vargas. Shot gets blocked. Sorry, that was Paul Rothrock with the shot. And then on October 5th, we travel to Colorado. And Colorado is in 4th place. So that's going to be a tough win on the road as well. So if you can... And then we play Portland at home. Oh, that's fun. Portland at home on decision day. That's gonna be fun. We need to do a watch-along for that. Got to do a watch-along. So let's see. We have 6 games left. I'm expecting Portland at home. You gotta win. You gotta win that game. So 4 out of 6 gotta be wins, and then those 2 road games, I'm fine if you lose one of them. If you can get a point out of Colorado or Vancouver, that'd be great. That's kind of what I'm expecting. And that should be plenty enough to get a home playoff game in the first round. But after that, I think if we're playing any team that starts with LA, I think it's over. We cannot solve... Well, we can solve the Galaxy. We beat them 3-0 in Leagues Cup, but LAFC, completely different story. We just... cannot solve them. And how sad would that be, ladies and gentlemen? So, in 1 month, we lost to LAFC 3 times. 3-0 twice and 1-0 once, right? 3 times in a month. They ended our US Open Cup run, ended our Leagues Cup run. How sad would it be if they ended our season in the playoffs? How sad would that be? They ended every single tournament for us in a season, one team. That's... Can't allow it. You can't allow that. It's terrible. Oh my goodness me. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Watchalong's gaming streams. Place to be after work if you want to chill out and have a good time. 75th minute. We got 15 minutes to go. I'm shocked Brian has not gone to the bench here to make some subs. Columbus has made subs. Let me get those to you. Yeah, so we did. Christian Ramirez is on for Shambost. Jones is on for Matan for Columbus. That is your next sub for Columbus. And look at the stats. 11-5 of the shots. 5-0 shots on target. Pass accuracy isn't working. I don't know why that isn't working. It's 0% for both teams. Corners, doesn't matter. Crosses obviously aren't working either. Fouls. Yeah, there haven't been that many fouls. It's been a clean game. It's just that one moment by Romero for Columbus that changed this game for the Sounders. Can Columbus get anything out of this game? Yamar says, not today, buddy. I also forgot Nationwide Insurance is in Ohio, isn't it? We upgraded from Progressive to Nationwide. Yes, here we go. Did I not call it, everybody? I don't see Liao Chu, which disappoints me. So, Yamar's going to come off for Jonathan Bell. I see Danny Leyva for Atencio. And then Nathan is going to come on for Reed Baker Whiting. So Bell, Leyva, and Nathan on. Yamar, Reed. I forgot. I have bad memory. Another Sounder player off. It should pop up on my screen here. Yeah, Reed off, Bell on, Yamar off, Nathan on. I like it. I'm sad that Liao Chu isn't getting minutes. We should start, everybody, a Liao Chu fan club. That needs to happen. To persuade Mr. Brian Schmetzer to give him minutes. Because 4-0, like, why aren't you giving Liao Chu minutes? I don't think he's hurt. He's just sitting on the bench doing nothing. I mean, he's a practice player at this point. And it's like, he's not going to grow as a player if you don't play him in games. He's not getting meaningful minutes to begin with. And so, like, I can understand Liao Chu's frustrations, because I remember watching games kind of earlier in the season, and Liao Chu would kind of, whenever he got subbed off, would kind of, you know, not yell at Brian, but just have a disgusted look on his face when he came off, and he'd say something, and which in a way is good, because obviously you want your players to, like, have that fight in them to keep playing, but you don't want your players talking back to you as a coach to some degree. But it's fascinating why Liao Chu isn't getting minutes. And I believe it's Nico Moreno, great reporter for the Sounders. He always asks Brian about Liao Chu. And I think Brian's just like, Liao Chu's fine, he'll get minutes. You know, he kind of does his little PR thing for Liao Chu, like, yeah, I love Liao and whatever, but clearly he doesn't. Clearly Brian doesn't like Liao. Perfect time to put him into a game that's meaningless. You know, 4-0. It's in the bag, but unfortunate. He reminds me, I remember we signed Magnus Wolf Eikram in like 2018, and same with Liao Chu. He gets minutes in like a 5-0 game, but he never just did anything. And I think that's the path that Liao Chu's on. Because if I'm him, I'm like, I don't want outs. Put me on a team that's actually going to play me. But 10 minutes to go here, everybody. 10 minutes to go. We should look at the poll, actually. Where is my telefono? It's back there. Let me grab it. We should look at the poll and see what all of you thought, because I think we're all wrong. Because I myself even voted for Columbus pregame. I think I said 2-1 Columbus or 2-0. But then I think once the game went on, I was like, oh, it'll be a draw. The poll. Yeah, Seattle went up. So 77% said Columbus, 23% said Seattle. No one said draw. No one said draw. But, yeah. Shocking. Shocking. There we go. Brian heard me. Brian Schmetzer heard me complain. Where is Liao Chu? It's a 4-0 game. You got to give Liao Chu minutes. Why is he on our team if he's not going to get played? Guess what Brian Schmetzer just did? Brought on Liao Chu for Paul Rothrock. It's like I have an earpiece almost. It's like this wire is connected all the way from Minnesota to Ohio to Columbus to the bench. And Brian can hear everything I'm saying. I appreciate you, Brian. We see Liao Chu gets 10 minutes here. Good block by Jackson. Here is Liao Chu. Here's Jordan. Liao's going to make a run. He's got Menungu out wide. Chu. Broken up by Columbus, and it will be a corner kick for the Sounders. Good job by Liao Chu. He's got to make the most of these minutes, man. If he wants to be a regular person on the team, he's got to make these minutes count. The Sounders, the league leaders in corner kicks, apparently. It's their 173rd corner kick. Albert's going to take it. He does this. Ooh, Jackson was there. Headed away by Columbus. Danny gives it to Christian. His shot. Save. Great save by the Columbus keeper, who is not a goalkeeper. Yeah, the Columbus fans who have stayed, kudos. A lot of people left, but these are the true fans. The fans that stay, even when their team is getting smashed 4-0, those are true fans. The true fans, even at home, you're watching TV, your team's getting smashed 4-0, and you still watch, you're a true fan, in my opinion. Those are the diehards. Win, lose, draw, no matter what you watch. Cross comes in for Columbus. It's there. Ramirez, cross. Alex Roldan's going to take care of it. Next goal, if I'm the Sounders, you got to give Andrew Thomas a clean sheet. Andrew Thomas needs a clean sheet. Button it up defensively. But also, we will do player ratings after this game, so get your player ratings in the chat. Let me know who you think man of the match should be. You can't pick the referee, by the way, because I think that referee or the VAR team is the man of the match for this game, because it completely changed the complexion of this game, and I believe is the reason why the Sounders won. If there was a real goalkeeper in that and it was 11v11, we would not have put up a 4 spot in Columbus. I could have seen us gotten a goal. I definitely could have seen us gotten a goal. Jordan Morris had that early chance and he missed. So we definitely could have scored 11v11, but that decision just opened the floodgates for us, and we just capitalized on facing a goalkeeper who is a field player. Here's Morris. He's got Paul. Nope, that's Rusnak. Tried to find Rusnak. Great D by Columbus. Look at the fight by Christian. Here's Danny. Settles it down. So, yeah, Jordan, he has 2 goals. Does Jordan have 2 goals? We've scored so much today, I don't remember. No, Rusnak has 3. Rusnak got the hat trick, and then Morris has 1. But yeah, great reminder. No Joao Paulo today. No Stefan Fry. No Nuhu. No Rui Diaz. But let's face it, folks. Rui Diaz just rides the pine as we feed his wallet full of cash. He doesn't do anything. But Liao Chu. Again, that's my problem with Liao Chu. Shit crosses. Not the best at crossing. It's like a blind man trying to get a bullseye. Like, yeah, he'll get a bullseye at some point, but it's not consistent. It's like Stevie Wonder trying to play darts. Liao Chu trying to put a cross in to find a sounder. Four minutes left. We got to hold on for Andrew. Andrew Thomas. Oh, a bit of history for Albert. That's his first MLS hat trick. Kudos to Albert Rusnak. Applause in the chat for Albert tonight. Fantastic. I mean, extended midfielder, so it makes sense. But yeah, Brian Schmetzer, like I said, licking his chops tonight. Did not expect this to transpire. But yeah, what a... I'd say it was a solid performance by us. We did great in the beginning. The referee decision helped. And then we just took it to him. But yeah, and defensively we've been great. Against a great offense in Columbus. I got to see how many goals they've scored this year. Here's Manungo. Cross, hit the crossbar. Here's Liao Chu. It seriously looks like we're playing recess here in elementary school. Is exactly what it looks like. But yeah, Columbus Crew goals for. They scored 52 goals this season. And just for comparison, that is the second most in the Eastern Conference. For the Sounders, we scored 41. Which is... What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th in the Western Conference. And given up 32. They've only given up 28. So we were able to stymie the offense for Columbus tonight, which is great. In the beginning. I'm talking about in the beginning when it was 11v11. They didn't really do much, Columbus. They didn't get a shot on net in the first half, Columbus. Here's Diego Rossi. Easy save for Andrew Thomas. I think that's the first shot of the night for Andrew. But yeah, I'm not sure what everybody at home thinks, but I believe Andrew Thomas should be our keeper for next season. I think Stefan Fry, this might be his last year. If you want to bring him back as the backup for next year, go ahead. But I think we got to start transitioning from Stefan Fry into Andrew Thomas. I thought we should have kind of been transitioning a couple of years ago, but Fry's been good. I give credit. He's old, but he's been great. Chance here. Leyva! Shot blocked. All over Columbus. Here's Danny again. It's got to be a foul. It is a foul. We'll see if we can score again on a free kick here in the 90th minute. Can Albert get... Is Albert still on the pitch? He's still on the pitch, right? He is. Can Albert get 4? Oh, he went short with it. I didn't know that. We have the most wins in MLS since 2009, since we went into MLS. Road wins. Here we go, 90-minute mark. The referee, we'll see if he adds on any extra time. I don't think he will or should. This ends the misery for Columbus. Maybe one last chance here. They added 1 minute. Here's Liao Chu down the left wing. Still Liao. Plays it for Albert. Albert for Liao. His shot. Hit the crossbar. Liao Chu. Oh. Man. Just a little too high. See, if I'm Liao Chu, just put it low right corner there. Why is he trying to go for the Golasso? But yeah, hits the crossbar. Is it a goal kick? It is a goal kick. Oh man, if Liao Chu would have scored there, I would have gotten mad. I would have gone mad if Liao Chu scored. Minute to go here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We can kind of close this stream out here shortly. Or at least start the process of doing so. I appreciate everybody tuning in. This was so much fun. What a game. What a night this was. I didn't think this game was going to transpire the way it did. But crazy. Lots of talking points out of this game. Great for the Sounders, you know, to get 3 points on the road. No matter how you get them, we'll take it. Doesn't matter. I'll show you the standings here once this game's over. But I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Very grateful, of course. Subscribe, tell your friends and family about the channel. We'll do live watch-alongs, hopefully once a week on the channel, based on my school and work schedule. We should make that happen. Oh, can we get 5? Here's Jordan. Jordan! Great save by Zalowski. Great save by Zalowski. Corner kick. Oh, they're not going to give the corner kick. That's it. But what a great save by Zalowski. Goalkeeper 101 right there. How to save a shot. That's going to do it. Sounders get the 4-0 victory over the Columbus Crew in one of the weirder games I've ever watched in my entire life. I can't say it's the weirdest game I've watched. Just watch my Bundesliga streams and you'll see some weird games. I remember watching a game between Mainz and Union Berlin last season, and in like the 30th minute, all the fans, I believe it was from Mainz, started chucking ping pong balls and tennis balls and like weird stuff onto the pitch, and there was like a 15-minute delay. So that was probably the weirdest soccer game I've watched. This is up there though with one of the craziest refereeing decisions I've seen. We'll see if I can get a look for it on Twitter and show you guys. If I can't, you might just have to look on the highlights on YouTube when the game's over. But what a weird, weird game this was. It was kind of boring in the beginning. I'd say Columbus had the edge. They were kind of controlling play. We did have a glorious chance with Jordan Morris in the beginning of the game, and he missed it completely. I'm not seeing it. I can't see the clip. Here's a funny meme, though. I gotta show you this meme. This is hilarious. So the field player, so what basically happened, kind of in the 35th minute, 40th minute, around that time, Christian Roldan puts in a ball over the top for Jordan Morris. It's kind of a 50-50 ball. Goalkeeper rushes out to try and stop it and clear it out. Runs into Jordan Morris. They both fall down. And I just thought, oh, it's going to be a foul or whatever. I didn't really think it was going to be a foul, but referee called a foul. They went to VAR for a quick check, and the referee pulls out a red card to the goalkeeper. So goalkeeper sent off. You're down to 10 men. Columbus didn't dress a backup goalkeeper because they didn't have one available for tonight. Which they thought, like, it's such a rare case, right? The goalkeeper gets sent off. That's such a rare case. It happened tonight, so they had to dress a field player to play goalie for the rest of the night. off the ensuing free kick, Albert Rusnak scores to make it 1-0, and then that was basically it. The floodgates opened. But the goalkeeper's last name is Zawalski, if I'm saying that correctly. There's a great meme on Twitter here. I'm watching you, Zawalski, from Monsters, Inc. Clever, very clever. Love that movie as a kid. I'm watching you, Zawalski. I think I did a good impression there. But yeah, we can stop the clock. What a night. Like I said, it's that referee decision that changed the complexion of the game. I thought the Sounders maybe could have gotten a 1-0 win if it was still 11v11. We had chances. Columbus didn't really do anything offensively. Our defense was great. But yeah, once they were down to 10 men and you have an inexperienced goalkeeper like that, it was all over. So glad that we got the offense going. Hopefully, this could be kind of a spark plug for our offense to kind of, get going here this season, because it hasn't done a whole lot this to this point. Like I said, we are ranked the second to last team in MLS in terms of goals from open play, because I went on my rant in the beginning of the stream. Jordan Morris is not a striker. We're playing him as a striker. He's not. He should be a winger. And then Albert Rusnak is not a goal scorer. He's a midfielder, but we're relying on Morris and Rusnak to score goals. Not a recipe for success, in my opinion, especially against all these teams like LAFC when they have Denny Bawanga. Like, you can't compare. You can't go Denny Bawanga, Jordan Morris. It's like comparing an apple to a prime steak. You can't do it. So yeah, so hopefully we can continue our run of form here. Like I said, we should rattle off some wins here. Our next 3 games are at home. We should rattle off those wins. They're against non-playoff teams and one team that's like right next to us in the standings, in the Houston Dynamo. And then our last 3 games, we have 2 road games, Colorado and Vancouver. Hopefully we can get a point out of those, and then we close out the season at home on decision day against the infamous Portland Timbers. So got to get 3 points against Portland in that game. We should be able to at home. We haven't beaten Portland in a while, though, so that makes me nervous. I think the last time we beat Portland in a game, I was still in high school, like 2017, or was it 20... No, we beat Portland during the COVID season. So it's probably 2020, right, when we beat Portland last. So I take that back. It's not that long ago. It was like 4 years ago. That's still long, though. But yes, that is the stream, everybody. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. What a night. Thank you for watching with me. Whether you tuned in for 1 second or watched the whole thing, I'm very grateful for you, of course. And shout out to Angus and Brian for the live chats. Appreciate it. And everyone who voted in our poll, you are legends, and I greatly appreciate all the support. Like I said, make sure you do follow me on the Twitter at Grant Akeem. Best place to follow me is there, and in the Instagram is important too. At Grant_Akeem is the Insta, and Tickety Talk. If you want to get merch, Discord, or make a donation, all the links in the video description. We also, on the channel, have gaming series, so I'm currently doing Hogwarts Legacy. So if you're a Potter fan, Expelliarmus, check that out. It's very fun. I've done 2 episodes of that. I think it's must-watch content. It's so much fun. I've loved it. It's definitely invoked that inner Harry Potter in me, because I used to watch Harry Potter all the time as a kid, and it kind of brings back all those memories and reading the books when those came out. So it brings back those memories, so you gotta watch it if you're a Potterhead. And then we also have a series called Grant and Chill, where it's more... everything on the channel is very low-key, if you couldn't tell. But that's just more of like, we do multiple games in one stream. So like, I've done NHL, I've done Fall Guys, I've started playing a South Park game that's bonkers hilarious. So check that out if you got time, if you're, having dinner, want to watch me game, feel free. You can watch it live or on the replay. In terms of when I do go live on the channel, I do my best. I am hoping to do 3 weekdays, 3 times during the week of like gaming live streams, and then on the weekends to go live once for a watch along like we are doing tonight. That is the plan, and always stay tuned to my YouTube community page or the Twitter page because I always will let you know what's going to happen. If I had to guess, my next stream, we'll probably do one on Monday. We can do another Hogwarts Legacy stream on Monday, episode 3. I think that will work out fantastically for us. I mean, it works with my schedule. I have Monday off, so I have a nice 3-day weekend. Yes, very excited. But yeah, that's kind of what the channel is about. I also am launching a new health and wellness podcast called the Moksha Mindset. It's what I'm studying at college. And it's a huge passion of mine, and I'm very excited to be able to share everything I'm learning with everyone at home, especially you. And like I said, it's in the works. The first episode of it will drop in the next few days. It's taken a long time because I want it to be like perfect, and there's so much editing that has to go on, and so just stay tuned, like I said, to the social media pages, and I'll let you know when that episode's going to come out. And like I said, it's in 2 formats. You can watch it live. It's not live, but it's like pre-recorded. It's like a video. We can watch it in a video format or an audio format. The audio format will be available on Apple Podcasts, so make sure you check out Apple Podcasts. You can just type in Moksha Mindset and it'll pop up, or head to the links in the video description and everything is there for you. And that is everything I gotta say. Thank you again. And I always like to end my streams by saying it's a crazy world out there. I'm sending all my love, like it says right there, from me to you and to everybody around the world. I give you some love right now. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And let's go Sounders. It wasn't a conventional 3 points, but we'll take 3 points. Wow. Whichever way we can. We'll take all the 3 points we can. Speak to you soon, everybody. This is great.